What's going on, everybody? So, I finally tried survival, and it's kind of weak. And what I mean by that is not that survival is in and of itself too difficult. The mechanics of survival, I think, are interesting and add a lot of depth to the experience that you have with the game. And that's not what I have an issue with. So let me backtrack. I recently had a video blow up on YouTube right as I was just around 900 subscribers, and suddenly the algorithm decided to start showing one of my old videos to tons of people, which has now caused me to get almost maybe 500, 600 something subscribers in the course of about a month, which I'm quite grateful for, because something that you may or may not know about YouTube is you need to have over 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized, and you also need to have over 1,000 or 2,000, something like that, watch hours in order to get monetized on YouTube. So that's why I'm not really making short content anymore, because those hours don't really count for some reason. It's kind of stupid. But anyway, I'm mentioning that because of the fact that on this video there were people saying quick saving means you're not a pro because you should be playing in survival. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, I have played survival type games before. I just haven't necessarily played survival mode on any Fallout game because it's Fallout. And what I mean by Fallout is it's buggy as fuck. Meaning that I would hate to, actually, you know what? I'm just going to explain, because the thing that I was afraid of happened, and it really pissed me off, and it really turned me off of survival mode, because this is why I don't play survival mode on Fallout games. Let's rewind to my experience of survival, and you'll see what happened. All right, so I decided to play survival, and the thing about me is I have something called a reference save, where I've already glitched my way to level 50 using one of the exploits, but I haven't actually put skill points into any skills, or not many skills, because I always have a certain amount of points in melee or whatever, and basic stuff. But all my special stats are at 10, and I'm level 50, but I haven't taken any perks. So when I start a new run, when I start any sort of new run, I use this reference save so I don't have to do it again, because I like having my build already pre-established before I start doing stuff. So anyway, I go back to this reference save, and I finally enable survival. And it's like, okay, so what do I want to do this time? That's interesting. So the first run, or mini run I should say, is I say, okay, I'm gonna do a melee build, and I'm running around, and so the first thing that I want to do in my melee build is I say, okay, I want to get a unarmed. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant. What I meant to say is my first run, I wanted to do an unarmed build, because I've never actually done that before. Purely, I always enjoy melee runs, but I haven't actually done unarmed. And side note, unarmed in Fallout 4 actually sucks, because you can get the ninja perk that gives you a 10x multiplier on sneak criticals, and criticals with unarmed weapons don't actually count as melee, so you only get the 3.5 sneak kill multiplier, despite the fact that you're literally sneak killing somebody with melee, which is fucking dumb. So I'm running around in survival, killing people with melee, or not melee, with unarmed, and it's going okay. It's going cool. My day one, and then I run into I don't know where this is because I've never actually seen it in the game before, so I guess that's kind of crazy. But I go to this place and I climb some stairs and I turn on an alarm siren, like just messing around because I can't fast travel or anything. And suddenly there's just Deathclaws everywhere, and I'm like, oh, well, this isn't good. And I get my cheeks slapped by some Deathclaws that I didn't see. Because even with unarmed, maxed, on survival, I'm level 50 and the Deathclaws, they got me. So that kind of killed my vibe because I hadn't saved in a long time, which, sucked a lot. So anyway, that was day one. And after that, I was just like, all right, I'm kind of done for today. But I'll try tomorrow. So for day two, I'm like, yeah, okay. Unarmed actually kind of sucks. So if anything, I'm going to do just melee like I generally do. And so since it's survival, I think to myself, well, since it's survival and I'm doing melee and it's survival, I kind of want to play it safe if I can. So I'm already kind of like the ninja guy. Like I already enjoy playing like that. So I was like, but since it's survival and I can't even see enemies now because there's no red dot on the thing, which is kind of, again, fucking stupid because it basically makes perception worthless. I said, okay, well, in that case, I'm going to journey somewhere and I'm going to get this Chinese stealth armor. So yeah, I'm doing that. I am, and also to backtrack, when I was doing the unarmed build, I was making my way to the Deathclaw Gauntlet. I don't know if I actually said that, but I was making my way to the Deathclaw Gauntlet and just walking across the map doing that. So, and I did basically make it. I was like most of the way there. And then, like I said, I got sidetracked and I was like, oh, Jesus, fuck this. But anyway, let me go back to the present, day two. So it's day two, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the unarmed one. Or maybe I am, but first, let me get this Chinese stealth armor so I can maybe be a little bit safer in general with stuff random, since I'm literally in survival and you die in like 2 hits, especially when you don't have the armor yet. So I'm like, let me get this Chinese stealth armor so I can just move in silence, and that'll be cool. Because I always max sneak anyway, but like I figured it can't hurt to have a little bit of extra oomph when it comes to that. So getting to the point why I think survival fucking sucks. And like I said, it's not the mechanics. Like those are all fine. You're playing on hard mode or whatever. That's fine. So the problem, okay, anyway. So I say, let me get this Chinese stealth armor. So first of all, I discovered something that's pretty cool. There's a Creation Club content called Morgan's Spacesuit that gives you 1,000 radiation resistance. So even with no perks whatsoever, and you're in the midst of survival mode, if you equip that, you can basically just swim anywhere you want in the water, and you'll be taking like less than 1 rad a second. So you're pretty much, you can just swim everywhere. And in survival, that's actually like kind of like a cheat code almost, because you can just swim underwater and just avoid unnecessary confrontation. But anyway, so I marked the location of the Chinese stealth armor on my map, and I'm swimming, like that old boy from Finding Nemo. I just keep swimming. But I'm swimming, and I finally get to about where I wanted to go, And I've been swimming for like 15 minutes. There were super mutants trying to shoot at me in the water because they saw me, dodge that. And I'm swimming for like 15 minutes from Sanctuary, the point where you can get into the water, to this Chinese stealth armor. And then the fucking game freezes. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So here's my thing. And yes, after that, I was like, no, fuck this. Day 2, done. And I have not been back since. Now, I'm not saying that I won't try to continue, but it literally demonstrates why I never played survival. Because Bethesda still makes these fucking buggy ass, glitchy ass games. And the one thing about me is, I'm okay with spending time. I'm not okay with wasting time. You know what I mean? Like, I told you guys, like, I just had close family, like, die. Like, honestly. So, time is literally the most valuable thing that any of us have. And I'm not gonna let a fucking game waste my time. I'm okay with spending time that I chose to spend. But for me to make it to this, almost make it to this damn armor, and a freaking random sentry bot came out of nowhere, almost clapped my cheeks. They shooting rockets at me. And then the game freezes, because when you play Fallout 4 for a while, it can freeze. And I don't know where all the beds are because this is my damn first time playing survival, So I'm just like, this is some bullshit. And anyway, that's my experience with survival so far. And it pissed me off a lot. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if I jump back into it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I don't know. I kind of think rather than needing to be at a bed to save, they should just have it so maybe it only auto saves after a certain period of time. Like, I don't know, but like the game isn't badly designed. The game is just buggy and glitchy, and I'm not okay with that being part of the difficulty of survival. Everything else is fine. I get thirsty, whatever. I drink water. I get hungry, I eat food. That's fine. But the not being able to save shit when it's very natural for a person in Fallout to go long periods of time where they're just doing something continuously and not necessarily near a bed or whatever, I would be fine with it. If that sentry bot had clapped my cheeks, I would be like, okay, hey, I got. It was what it was. But I'm surviving. I did survive. I just couldn't survive the goddamn terrible ass game code. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, anyway, that's my little rant. Yeah. Yep, anyway, till the next time. GG.